Fakakta Comedy Funhouse Network.
Hey folks, this is Kevin from Let's Try This, a podcast with me and my wife Steph, where you will find out that we are anything but the conventional couple. We tackle subjects like professional wrestling, reality TV, and we'll be trying new things like weirdo healthy foods from the section you pass in the grocery store. We think we're funny sometimes, well, at least I do, so we hope you think we're funny too. You can find Let's Try This on the Fakakta Comedy Funhouse Network at FCFnetwork.com, as well as all of your favorite podcast apps. Let's try this, because why not?
Welcome back to the Metal Hand of God podcast, the most dangerous podcast on the planet and the most aggravated because of Skype and Google Hangouts. I am your host, Wayne, and sitting next to me are these two beautiful gentlemen.
I'm Adam.
And I'm the other guy.
Well, guys, look, I got to walk over to the other room and make sure the baby's not killing himself on a toy. So, go ahead and have a good conversation for a few seconds. I'll be right back.
So, talk about Wayne's a fucking faggot.
Fuck you.
Shit, it was on the line.
God damn it. You're supposed to count to 8 before you say anything.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wayne's a fucking faggot.
Yes!
I'm out of Shawshank.
Yeah!
Let's talk about that nigga.
Anyway, it's been an interesting week, hasn't it?
Has it? I don't know. I've been out of communication with like fucking the world. So
well, let's see what we've got. We've got a some sort of transgender politician running.
Oh, really?
We do. It is wow. Just this came up on the news this morning. I'm watching it and going, I give up. I give up.
I don't.
It's not even a pretty transgender person. It's just a dude who. I don't know. It's a dude that looks like he just had some stuff left over from Halloween.
What did I just walk into?
Your wedding?
Oh.
It was absolutely shit. I was telling Adam that we now have a transgender politician running.
Ooh, where?
Somewhere. It made national news. Major party thing. I don't know. For it's not like a local government shit either.
Weird.
Yeah. It looks like I don't know. It just as soon as I saw it, I went. I'm completely over society and the world now. I don't understand.
Well, it was only due time that something like this was going to happen.
I mean, I don't want to say that. Yeah, I really don't fucking give a shit anymore. I'm going to just say it. It's just fucking weird. It's fucking weird. It's, hey, I'm a dude, but not a dude. And I want you to trust me that I make great decisions for you. I don't think so.
Yeah, because he can't even make a decision on whether he wants to be a dude or a chick.
I just think it's a bad idea. And apparently there was this huge turnout and this big, party. What do you call it? A party for the party? It's like, hey, these are the candidates. And like, then here it comes out and it's like, everybody has really classy music, and then here comes this dude out. It's like boom, 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 dunk, 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 dunk. I'm your party. I'm the representative of your party. Ha! Flicking his hair. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wait, Elmo came out?
Yes, Elmo in drag.
Elmo loves to vote.
Elmo, vote for transgender rights.
Yay!
Elmo love women with penis. Yay!
I've already been raped by a black man. Yay!
And here we go. What, we're in this like 3 minutes, and there it came again.
What's that?
You brought up the R word.
I know, but it's true though, because the guy who did the voice for Elmo was accused of child molestation and rape, so that's why I dropped that.
Yeah, I missed that whole thing.
Yeah, that's why I dropped that one. Sorry.
I hate to interrupt this story because I know Rome's ranting, but I had just found this on Twitter from Women's Health Magazine. Feminist hero bakes sourdough bread using
pussy yeast.
Are you ready? God damn it! Yes.
Really? I was right. Holy shit!
Own vaginal yeast. I didn't even know that was possible.
Well, I mean, it's the same stuff.
I bet it's a flat bread. It's not very active.
It might be a little. It might be a little lippy.
It's not an active yeast.
I wonder who ate it.
Her girlfriend.
Yeah, I don't know. Look.
Probably donated it to a bake sale for the elderly or something.
Wow.
Look,
wow.
These people are around. They're allowed to live their lives just as long as they're not passing any laws like it's okay to, like that biology doesn't exist or any bullshit like that. I don't care. Just don't do anything that's gonna fuck up the world, and I don't care. I don't care.
Well, I can tell you this much. I'm not going, if for any reason it is be up to me to have a choice of voting for a person who apparently makes awful choices for themselves to represent me in a political forum, is not going to happen. That will be a very loud no on my part. That's the vote. No. I don't care if the person is giving away bags of gold and everybody, if you vote for me, we'll have world peace. Well, then I want to shoot everybody because I want to shoot you. You're making bad choices. You're not representing me. So you will not be. No.
If any transgender politicians end up dead, I just want to say that
it was not Rum.
I have nothing to do with the MHOG podcast.
Speaking of, that was a story I was going to bring into play today. Guess what I found?
Anus.
A dead transgender?
Yeah.
No, but half right.
Ooh.
I found 2 bodies.
Today?
Yeah, old ones. I mean, they were very decomposed.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, I don't know how long. But yeah, if I found them today.
Did they have wallets?
I'm sorry.
No, I had to call the police on it though.
No, I mean,
they were sticking out of the sand. We had a lot of dunes wash out. They had just done a lot of dredging and stuff, but some of the dunes, the natural dunes behind where they threw the sand up on the beach, some of that stuff is now washed away and pulled a lot of other stuff because of the ship. We're on a barrier island.
Right.
Shifts back and forth. Well, I was like, what the fuck is that? I was like, is that a bone? So of course I go over. I'm like, oh, look, a bone. Let me pull this. Oh, it's attached to another bone. Oh, it's a whole. Oh, hey, go ahead.
You're going for the joke. I think you're going for. Sorry, never mind.
No, I'm not. No, I wasn't going for that joke.
It was the hip bone connected to the neck bone.
I was going with you. I was going with you on that one too, Adam. I was waiting for him to throw it, but
I'm kind of upset that Rum didn't go for that. Rum?
Did we? Oh man, we lost him.
Shit.
Man, we've been having a lot of issues here. We're sorry, guys, but this Skype calling and Google Hangouts have been a complete fucking bust for us the last few times we've used it. We don't know what the fuck is going on. Oh, never mind. I see why. Because Rum is here. He's on video saying he's here, but we can't hear him. Now he's flipping me off. But he's looking at us with this beautiful red face that you get from being an alcoholic. I don't know. Why can't we hear you? Oh, no. So now we'll try to get him back on here and see what's up. Man, that was a good story, too. I was getting there, man. Oh, shit.
Well, at least it had a good ending.
What, Rum found a body?
You there?
Hey, and he's back, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Well, anyway,
The
back
internet.
to my story. I heard everything you said, you dumbass. No, I did. I found they were sticking out of the sand, and yeah, kind of weird, huh?
I mean, the reason I asked you if they had a wallet is I thought maybe it was like a newer, not like sitting in there for a long time.
I didn't shake the bodies down, dude. I just was like, oh look, look, bones and everything. However, I did find a weapon.
Ooh, what kind? Knife, gun?
It has a knife. It's a very old woodworking type of knife. Like
Did you keep it?
Yeah, maybe. I can't say if it was related to the bodies or not because it was a little bit like
It was further away.
Yeah, like 4 feet. But however, if they need it, they'll call.
Yeah, now that they know now that they know who has it.
Yeah. But it was a very cool knife though.
That's interesting, man. Was it a male or a female, or they were two-way gone?
Honestly, it was just part of a side of a rib cage and legs is pretty much what I saw.
That's fucking crazy, man.
But they would have to pull some of the dunes away to figure out
how many pieces.
Yeah.
Hopefully it wasn't like hopefully it was just like an old dude who died or an old woman, like a homeless person or something.
Well, there's not a lot of homeless people on this beach. I can tell you that.
You don't know their pronouns.
I'm sorry.
But there was two, and I did find out back in the day. When I say back in the day, it's probably in the 40s. There was a rash of disappearances in this area. So it could have been serial murders.
Right. It could have been one of those from that far away. You think?
Yeah.
Wow. So it was really fun. So there was like okay, I see what you're saying. There was no flesh left on that body.
No. There was nothing going on there. Just it looked like kind of like maybe fabric melted to the bone type of thing.
Gotcha.
Really nothing like.
Maybe it was the mummy.
It was old. Like I said, I couldn't be sure how old because I'm not a forensic scientist. But
Liar.
You should take bones and not until next Halloween, and you could have had the most authentic haunted house.
So true. So true.
If there was a skull sticking out, I probably would have taken it.
So true. So true.
Serious question.
Yeah.
If, what would be the price that you would charge if someone came to you and said, "Look, I want let's say you had a year left to live, and I went to each of you and I said, look, I really want my own skeleton for my house. I just do. Don't worry about why. I won't be fucking it. Nothing like that. How much would you charge me for when you die to, melt the skin off you and keep your bones?"
That's a tough one, dude. Oh, there's the echo.
Do I have somebody else that would benefit from the money?
Yeah, Amy.
Okay. All right.
I mean, you got a little something on the side, and you're like,
I don't know. The whole skeleton?
Yes.
I mean, I guess technically you could just sell them your head, but I'm not really sure what the difference is at that point. I mean, nobody's going to pay, anything.
Well, I'm really self-conscious of my shins. That's the reason I asked.
I'd say, let's see, I can tell you now, you can buy a human skeleton for roughly about $15,000.
I wouldn't charge you that, man. I'll give you a friends and family discount.
But I'm just telling you, that's what it goes for, because we have a catalog that comes into work all the time from a place called Skulls Unlimited. And it shows you, I mean, you can, the real human skeleton is between 15 and 30 grand.
Is that the company out of New York?
Yeah, the one that they had on, like, what is it, Dirty Jobs? They did all that shit.
I didn't know they were on Dirty Jobs. I just remember, yeah.
Yeah, very cool thing. You can buy pretty much anything.
Oh, I would
of
like
there.
to, if I would want to be fully, like, articulated, so I would like the skeleton, but like wired together so I could be posable.
Right.
That'd be cool. Adam, I probably only charge you probably about $5,000.
Man, you're cheap.
Yeah, well, you know what? Friends and family, that's what I'm saying. $5,000.
Well, no, I mean, if it wasn't Adam, though, you know what I'm saying?
But I mean, I don't want you to remove the skin and stuff. I would want somebody else to do that. That'd be just weird if you did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to have
I don't want to be in Adam's backyard and he's out there with like a blowtorch.
Getting you lopping off your penis.
What am I going to do with this entire barrel of hydrochloric acid? I mean, shit.
Well, I mean, you could you know what? Get a lot of Kool-Aid. Put all the Kool-Aid in it, mix it up, and have a party for the neighborhood.
Yeah, there you go. Jim Jones, bitch.
I don't think that's what Jim Jones did.
No, it's
I
not.
don't think he smelled people.
No, he used cyanide, but he did use apple flavored Kool-Aid. Same.
So what do you think of this after this weird topic and bones and body parts and stuff like that? Anyway, that's my story. But I want to ask you a question about something in the news right now. What is your opinion on all of this sexual misconduct accusations?
Oh,
everything from Kevin Spacey,
the actors and shit that are getting for sexual harassment.
Yeah. I mean, those that are valid, I find absolutely atrocious. You know, I find it absolutely. I mean, it's gross. There's a lot of fucked up people. There's always been fucked up people, especially in Hollywood. Everybody's familiar with the concept of the casting couch. That's not a new thing. They make it seem like it's a brand new concept, but it isn't. But
I think it's hysterical that they keep saying, "Oh, you know, he made him do this." Like, they didn't make you do anything, really.
I never understood this. If something like that were to happen, and I do not care. I know things like things like that are very traumatic. They're you know, you're in denial. It's a lot of emotion and stuff like that. I understand. I honestly understand this is but 25 years later, it just
it's
seems
like the Bill Cosby thing, dude. Like those women that came out of the woodworks for like 30 years ago. They
always come out of the woodwork. Always. And then how many of them are true? I'm sure there are some in there that are.
Right.
But I mean, if 50 people come out, you got to believe 50? I just think giving all of them benefit of the doubt to jump onto the, you know, $1 million lawsuits things that happen out of these things. I just, you know, but the one of the recent ones that come out is someone whose name has come up on the show before, a comedian.
Are you talking about Louis C.K.?
Louis C.K., yeah. Hold on.
Yeah.
You guys go ahead and keep talking. The baby's calling. Be right back.
Yeah, I just saw that literally like 5 minutes ago. I didn't read the story, but something like he exposed himself to, you know, dozens of women.
I don't know.
Look, my opinion is that most of this is going to go away. That mostly, like, this is all for show. Like, there's going to be a few sacrificial lambs. Harvey Weinstein's one of them. Kevin Spacey's definitely one of them.
I can believe Weinstein. Weinstein's a creep anyway.
Well, you know, I don't know if you heard, but apparently Kevin Spacey went to rehab, sexual rehab for like 3 days. I was like, for trying to fuck kids? I don't think that's how that works. Like, I don't think there's rehab for that. I'm pretty sure if you tried to fuck a kid, you're like you're pretty much a douchebag. Secondly,
but he's such a good actor.
Oh, look, hey, you know, I've said it before, you know, like I love Kevin Spacey, and you know, sometimes if you want an omelet, you have to rape a few eggs, and you know, it's true. But as for Louis C.K., that one I'm a little skeptical of. I'd want to know who's making the accusations, because I have a feeling if Louis C.K. was the Louis C.K. of 10 years ago, who was not well, I mean, if you knew comedy, you knew who he was, but he wasn't well known like he is now. I have a feeling like these people wouldn't be coming forward if that was the case. And also, what was the situation? You know, it's kind of like, you remember when you talked about the Paula Deen thing and the accusations, and you were saying like you've been in that restaurant and you know like how the people act there, and like it definitely wasn't a situation of someone being racist. It's just how people are in the kitchen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's kitchen people. That's they have their own world back there.
Well, I've worked at a restaurant. And yes, that's exactly what it is. There's blatant sexual harassment, but it's not considered sexual harassment. It's just everybody's kind of fucked up.
And everybody's just fucking with each other.
Right. And in the comedy world, it's the same thing. Those people are all fucked up. They're all damaged. You know, it's kind of par for the course. Now, does that mean that these women that he supposedly exposed himself to deserved it, or you know, or this wasn't inappropriate act? I don't know. I haven't read the story. I don't know the women, but I don't know. It's definitely. But I really don't think most of these are going to go anywhere. I think it's. And look, and I'm not trying to downplay any sexual assault, sexual harassment. I'm always a little bit weird about, because I think. Okay, if I'm your boss and you're a woman and I'm like,
I want to touch your titty.
Yeah, or like if somebody wants a job, they might have to suck my dick. That's sexual harassment to me. But there's also cases where it's like dudes were telling fucked up jokes and women were overheard or something like that. Like, I'm always like, I can understand you being upset, but fuck off. Like, you're not harmed.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this right now. When I started working at Dr. Joe, y'all know who I am. Y'all know how I am. I'm a fucking idiot. I don't care who I say what in front of. One of the girls there got offended at said some joke or some shit talking about a woman or whatnot, and I had to be sat down and talked to because they were like, oh, we have that's borderline sexual harassment. I'm like, I did not sexually harass anybody. Like, I did not go up to someone and say, hey, let me put my fingers in your snatch or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's
the thing. The rules for sexual harassment aren't well defined. Like, if you hit on a woman in your office and she's not into it, she can file charges of sexual harassment against you.
Right.
But if you hit on her and she is into it, you're just asking her out on a date. Now, why is one sexual harassment and the other not?
That I don't understand, because if that's the case, they need to wear labels.
Like, don't hit on me.
Like that.
Unless you're like, unless you're the guy that I like and just rate the guy's name. That shouldn't be sexual harassment. It shouldn't be fireable. It shouldn't be punishable. On the other hand, if you're just like, hey, how about we go back to my place and I lick your pussy? Okay, get that. Yeah, no, that's sexual harassment. Yeah, you shouldn't be.
Well, is it, or is it more harassing if you kept saying it over and over again? Well, that's harassing. Isn't the first one just asking an honest question?
You do have a point there, sir.
I would say no, but but sexual harassment, I'm a little like these, any accusations of sexual harassment, I'm like, whatever. Anything that involves, well, again, depending on if it's not a situation like a casting couch situation, then I'm kind of blasé about it. But sexual assault, really,
it's not my fault, dude. He grabbed the microphone. I'm sorry.
Sexual assault, I mean, but at the moment, really, sexual assault and rape, those obviously we need to take more seriously. But I really think all this is going to go away in, a few months. I think Trump will do something and they'll be like, oh, let's talk about that now. And it's really, I just feel like it's become trendy. And I think there's a lot of people, and some of these people probably were sexually assaulted, what have you. And the new thing, did you hear about the Charlie Sheen thing?
What's
something
new?
about that, about something to do with his divorce?
No.
Oh.
I mean, maybe, but I don't know that story. No, so supposedly in Corey Haim's.
Oh yeah, that I know.
Oh yeah.
He was in a movie called Lucas, and he said one of the older actors raped him when he was a little kid. And some actor I've never heard of came out yesterday and said that was Charlie Sheen. He fucked Corey Haim when he was like 13 years old. And Sheen was like 19, and basically talked him into it, which I'm always like, really? I was 13 years old. I remember 13. You couldn't, someone did try to talk me into gay sex. I was not into it.
I've heard this story probably before he started, before Feldman started doing his thing with the.
Well, Feldman is the person who said it was Charlie Sheen. It was some other actor.
No, I know, but Feldman also had hinted towards that as well. That he said he wasn't going to say his name, but it was something to do with that movie and that kind of stuff.
Well, like I said, it's supposedly in Corey Haim.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. But it doesn't name the actor. I mean, I could be confused. Maybe they were talking about Corey Feldman's book. I don't know.
No, it might have been Corey. I think it was Feldman's book because Haim is dead. I don't think he wrote a book.
I think the thing I heard about Sheen's divorce with who was he married to? What's her name? Denise Richards.
Denise Richards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Part of that was a clause that she could not talk about any of the side things that he did,
like fucking other women and shit.
And that actually has become public record now. So it's like an admission without admission of guilt at this point.
Interesting. Well, Charlie Sheen's going to see a lot of jail time probably eventually.
Well, no, I mean,
for other things. I mean, he's done so much fucked up shit, I'm sure.
and he's positive too, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's got AIDS.
Yeah, he gave a lot of women HIV.
But on the plus side, he got an awesome Fiat.
And you always see the light on the end of that.
You know, the thing is, like, when you get right down to it, like, I think the vast majority of both men and women, particularly the men, but certainly plenty of the women who are successful in the entertainment industry, are probably predatory, either sexually or otherwise. Like, you know, like, we're mostly hearing about these men, and I'm not saying that it's they aren't the majority, but I guarantee you there's plenty of high-powered women. Because, I mean, look, like, there are stories, like, it's not even like rumored. Mitzi, Mitzi Shore, Pauly Shore's mom.
Yeah.
Who owns and ran the Comedy Store forever. They've flat out said, like, plenty of comics were told, like, if they wanted some time at the Comedy Store, they had to give up the dick.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think as is in most cases, when
straight
it comes
to Pauly Shore.
As in those cases, I think women are a lot worse than men when it comes to certain things.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I'm not comparing the two. I'm just saying, I'm sure there's plenty of stories that we won't hear about predatory women in the entertainment industry.
Oh no, you won't hear very, very few of those. There's one actually that popped up on a feed of mine that, and it was an actor, a male actor, who's coming out talking about his experience about exactly what we're talking about, basically a predatory woman forcing him to do things to keep his career going when he first got into the industry.
Fucking Cher.
But it's just it's the world is full of I don't know, hypocrites and fucking scumbags and ladyboys and weirdness.
Yeah,
I
don't know.
I like that ladyboy comment. It's great.
Like I said, I think this is a fad. I think we're going to stop hearing about these things in a few months.
But we're not going to stop hearing about?
What's that? Please tell us.
The new show or movie, should I say? I guess it's coming out on Netflix.
Ooh.
Called Bright.
Right, I did see that the new Will Smith show.
Yes,
it's like if you took Lord of the Rings, Bad Boys, and Buffy the Vampire Slayer and smashed it all together.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
I don't think it's nearly as interesting as that. It looks pretty.
Look weird.
Boring, honestly, at least from
I mean, it's like Warhammer. Like you said, Warhammer and Bad Boys. It's like Chicago PD meets.
Actually, they're just training day with.
Yeah. But the cool thing is, there's an awesome witch in it.
Or you can say it like this: it's like a weird version of Alien Nation. Remember that movie?
Oh, I loved Alien Nation. I watched this TV series; was great.
I never did see the TV series. I did watch
You gotta go
I love
back,
the movie.
Man.
The movie was great.
The series was really cool.
Really? Does it take like before or after the show, or
it's a continuation.
Oh, sweet. Okay, cool.
So you watch the movie and you can be like right there.
Yeah,
it's very cool. It turned into like it was like Alien Nation was Alien Buddy Cop show.
Yeah, that's kind of what this is. What Bright reminds me of.
I gotta say, I'm not totally interested in it.
I just remember in Alien Nation, the alien guy was obsessed with eating beaver livers and spoiled milk.
Yeah, well, spoiled milk gets them drunk.
Yeah,
that was their alcohol.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And who doesn't like a good fucking beaver liver?
Yeah, who doesn't? I mean, come on,
right? I mean, fuck,
that
dude.
is a gimme. Wrap it in bacon.
Fuck yeah, dude. Oh.
Papa beans.
But yeah, I'll probably watch it for first couple episodes of Bright. See what it's.
But is it a series or is it?
Yeah,
it's
a series.
Okay, well, yeah, I'll dig it. I'll watch it. There's nothing else on right now.
No, nope.
Really worth a shit.
Finally finished the Stranger Things thing. That was good.
I haven't even started that yet.
It's fun. I finished season 2 a couple days ago. It was very good.
Well, that's cool.
Very, very good. And that's something that I think you would really dig. I don't know. Have you ever sat down and watched the first season yet?
Yeah, I watched the entire first season in a weekend.
Yeah, the second one's just as good, dude, except it's got better graphics now since they put a lot more money behind it.
Well, that's cool.
But it's good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I haven't watched anything else new, though, as of late. I did watch this show called Big Mouth. I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys on the show. Have I mentioned that to your show to y'all yet?
I don't know if you mentioned it, but I tried to watch it.
You have? You have? I watched the entire fucking thing.
Kyle brought it up at one point.
Okay, yeah. So I watched the entire series, and it's quite interesting. It's basically like it's about these little boys. It's a cartoon. It's about 2 little boys going through puberty, and they have a hormone monster that makes them do really fucked up things. So if you want to watch it, it's pretty funny. I think Rum might like it. Rum.
I'd try an episode, as long as it's not that. I never was a fan of Ren and Stimpy.
No, it's not that animation.
It's not that type of humor. Okay.
No, it's definitely not
really
that type of humor. It's way more adult.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I'll give it a shot. Like I said, I'm open to watch anything. You know, I've read that it's worth a shit right now. I mean, you know, Gifted I'm watching. I've kind of not kept up with the Inhumans, but I'll go back and watch it there. I know they're just.
I haven't even watched one episode of that yet.
Oh, it's fucking aliens in Hawaii Five-0 right now. It's what it is. It's so weird.
So it's Bright.
It's a lot like Bright. There's another superhero. Oh, what is the one with the Runaways?
Yeah, that hasn't come out yet, I don't think.
No, it comes out in a couple days, if I'm not mistaken. I think it comes out on November 11th. But that would be. I'm kind of interested in seeing that to see how that plays. Yeah. Shit,
He's excited about it too. You heard her. Whoa! All right.
Oh. But yeah, I don't know. Other than that, finding a couple dead bodies and possible murder weapon.
That's pretty awesome, man. You know, put in your collection the murder weapon. That is.
Yeah, that's what I do. I always keep my trophies.
So, all right. So, you know, now that we're doing these things again, where I'll have to take a break and play our sponsor.
Cool.
Little ad that we made.
Nice.
So, give us about. What did Chuck Woolery say? We'll be back in 2 and 2.
Back in 2 and 2.
All right, here we go. And now, a message from our sponsor. Hello, everybody.
Hi. Hey, what's happening, you guys?
We're the MHOG podcast, and
Hey,
we are here to talk to you about our sponsor.
Well,
Craft Beer Club?
Yeah, Craft Beer Club. It's actually it's a sponsor for our entire network.
Right, it's the entire network. I shouldn't say
Is that
our
what it is?
sponsor. Yes,
Yes.
They sponsor our entire
Craft
network.
Beer Club sponsors us.
Yes.
For the Fraternity Kramer Fondler
The
Club.
It's for the Fakakta
Oh, the Fakakta
Comedy
Fakakta.
Funhouse Network.
I love that. I love
The
that.
FCF Network.
Fakakta.
But
I
as
love that Fakakta.
as Kyle mentioned, that's the craftbeerclub.com.
Yes,
So
craftbeer.com.
Craftbeerclub.com.
it's so much better than the meat of the month.
It kind of reminds me of Dollar Shave Club. Because that's
It's
how
got
it is.
club in it?
But no, that's what it is. Kind of like you order beer and they'll send you.
Yeah, but you can't drink Dollar Shave Club.
Yeah, well, you could, but it would really hurt, especially
So-
going down and coming out.
Is that you just order beer and they bring beer to you? Any kind of beer?
Yes.
Well, not any kind
Any
of beer.
kind of beer.
It's-
Craft
it's-
beer.
It's craft beer.
Oh.
God,
That's
read
still
the fucking
amazing,
name.
though. Well, I see that, but still.
Anyway, well,
Send in your craft beer.
so what you guys need to do
Nice.
is you guys need to go to craftbeerclub.com.
And put in a promo code.
Put in the promo code. What's the promo code, Kyle?
FCF Network.
That's right.
Nice.
And you get what?
$10 off a 3-month subscription, as well as free shipping.
Free shipping. Free shipping
Is
is
it-
always nice. Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because
It's always free shipping.
especially when
Free
you get
shipping is
fucking
good.
beer. 'Cause that's heavy.
$10 off and 3-month subscription and free shipping.
Yeah, you get $10 off of a 3-month subscription. And the free shipping is the best part because
$10
beer
off 3-month subscription.
being
and
shipped
free
weighs a
shipping.
lot of, that's a lot of weight.
Yeah.
So you're probably getting more than $10 in shipping. So that's pretty fucking cool.
Shipping amazing.
So remember to go to craftbeerclub.com and put in the promo code FCF Network
FCF,
to support the MHOG.
That's right.
And the FCF.
That's right. So
the MHOG FCF.
Yeah, exactly.
Fakakta.
Yeah. Thank you. Go
we
check
come
it out.
first because we always come first.
For cuckold.
And now back to our regular scheduled program. Already in progress. Thank you. All right, that's our advertisement for craftbeerclub.com.
Yeah.
Yay. Yay. Yay.
Yay.
It's not too fucking.
Yay.
Yay.
I'm sorry.
Craft beer.
Craft beer.
You know, a craft beer club. You know, buying from them helps us. So
Yes.
Yeah, and drinking it is good too.
if you like craft beer, and you like discounts. There you go.
That's
There
right.
you go, bango, bingo, bitch up.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm wrangling a child as we're talking, so that's why it's.
What? You need to stop doing that, man. You need to get your priorities straight.
Yeah, I know. Maybe I should just let him play in the knife drawer.
No, don't do that. Just give him some Legos to do something. Maybe some raisins. They love to stick them up.
Well,
their
you know,
nose.
right now he's a little bit too small for just giving him some Legos, like some Legos
Really?
kid.
What, how old do you have to be for Legos, for crap's sakes?
On
They're just blocks.
Yeah, but on the thing it says 4 or 5 years old.
What the fuck? Okay, that's more of a suggestion and more of a guidelines, really.
They
You know.
have Legos that are bigger than his mouth.
Yeah. Regular make Legos we can't.
Well, what about wooden blocks?
I have some of those.
Well, won't he get splinters?
They're not like
Isn't
they're not
that-
made out of fucking trees next door. Like the guy next door didn't carve them out of a block like the ones you had, sir.
What about Lincoln Logs and shit like that? Tinker Toys. Tinker Toys were awesome. They were wooden sticks you could just shove in your eye.
Yeah. I was always wondering what the fuck those were. They were like
What did that?
Wait, hold on. Tinker
I did.
Toys were more like fucking kebab skewers.
Yes, they're kebab skewers that fit into wooden wheels with holes around the edge of the wooden wheels
Right.
that you stick the skewers in so you can add another wooden wheel to put more skewers in. After a while, it's a
skewer-filled
battle of
madness.
futility, and it just causes madness. So you end up sticking a stick in your eye, like I did.
Speaking of things going in your eye,
Ooh.
I was walking uphill in Mississippi today, and a fucking bug flew into my eye.
What?
Yeah, I've never had that happen before. I was like,
How have you never had that happen before? On a bike?
no, walking.
Yeah, but I mean, on a bike, you've had bugs fly in your face.
No, I wear glasses.
I do too, but you still hit your face. You got a big head, dude. How's nothing ever hit your face?
Rum. Hey, that's not how that's not how that works. Like,
Oh fuck, that hurts.
they have air drops. Secondly, it went to my eye, not on my face.
Oh, okay. In your eye. You've never had anything in your eye before?
Just
Like a-
semen.
Not a bug.
Well, I tell you what. You've gone through life blessed, my friend. I had a fucking cicada hit me in the eye. It felt like a fucking baseball.
Well, you're a fucking lunatic. I don't know what to tell you. You're insane.
Was it a small bug? Was it a big bug?
It was it was like a gnat or something like that.
Was it a gnat? A gnat hit you in the... Oh, my God.
Did it knock you out? Do you have a black eye?
Some fucking kamikaze Jap fucking gnat was like, I'm gonna fucking crash into that, and like looked at my eye like a bullseye.
Were you listening to Dave Matthews at the time? Maybe he was just following directions.
Crash into me now,
Oh,
Really, Wayne?
baby.
You're gonna that one.
Come to me.
Oh God.
Anyway, it was that's all it was a gnat, dude. You know how many gnats probably touched your eye throughout your life?
One?
No, dude. So many gnats. Dude, they love the breed on your eyes.
What the fuck do you do? Shove your head inside like a burlap sack filled with sugar? What do you
No,
mean?
they're moist, dude. Your eyes, you have big eyes, and they're moist, and the gnats love that. Just
Not-
like,
a big eye.
Not only do you
just
have
like, you
big
know,
eyes,
you
but you
ever
have a big
cows?
head too. Don't forget that.
you ever see cows in their eyes? They always have flies and gnats around their eyes. That's what happens.
Wait, are you
dude.
trying to say he's a cow?
No, I'm just saying he's got eyes like a cow.
I have fuck you. I have small eyes, first of all.
Asian.
Tiny eyes?
He's Asian, fucker.
I have slanted eyes.
Well, okay. Well, there you have it then. I could see the difficulty ratio for the net, but really, shit still gets in the eye, dude.
I'm so glad that you live in another state sometimes, Rum. There's days.
So we figured out that
I foolishly think I miss you, and then there's I'm like, no, he's good.
So now that we know
this-
that you're a cow with big eyes and a big face, and you're Asian.
No, I didn't say, and he did. I'm just saying, when you rub your eyes at night, there's probably a bug on your eye.
No,
It's possible. You don't know. Do you have a mirror? How do you know it was a net?
I don't know that it was specifically a net. But it was the size of a net.
King
Are
Cole.
you sure it just wasn't a piece of dirt?
King Cole.
Maybe a piece of sand was blowing in there.
I've
or a piece of pollen.
Sandwich.
I literally saw it flying into me.
How did you see a net?
Into me now.
It slowly flew in.
Was it? It
was like one of
when you
those
saw the
bad-
net coming at your eye,
It
was
was
it going?
It was a best slow motion moment.
No.
Why didn't you move if you saw it coming?
Because
Yeah.
I never had a bug decide to fly into my eye.
You know why? Because the eye is the window to your soul.
It was trying to steal your soul, man.
You know what? Your ass is the window to my dick. Shut the fuck up.
Soul net. It's a soul net. Did it have an afro?
A soul net. That is the best. That's the name of this episode. It was a soul net.
I hate you, Rum, so much.
Soul net.
All right, everybody, get on that train. We're gonna run into Adam's eye.
It was so nice having a week off. It was wonderful.
Well,
I'm glad you had a
that's
good
unfortunate.
trip,
Let
man.
me go back to my caring voice. That's really awful, Adam. Are you okay? First off,
You know, it's kind of funny is that Rum's caring voice and lying voice are very similar.
I don't have a lying voice.
Yes, you do.
I have a caring voice.
You do.
It's a soothing voice.
Oh, yeah. What's up, ladies?
Hey, how's that eye?
We're coming here to... My kid is falling on his ass. How about that? Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Bouncing baby boy.
Yeah, he keeps pulling shit out of the corner that he ain't supposed to be playing with. It's funny.
He's just not pulling out shit.
Yeah, we in trouble.
Who flung poo?
If the poo comes out, it's time to stop the podcast.
Don't throw it. Might go into Adam's eye.
That's right. Don't get poo in Uncle Adam's eye. Yeah. What the fuck are we doing?
I don't know.
I have no idea what y'all are doing.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Good
No,
times,
Adam,
Thanks for
serious
that story.
man.
It was awesome.
I'm glad you actually had a good time on your. It looked like I saw some of the pictures today that you
It
put
did.
up there.
It looked really cool.
Y'all saw one picture. I didn't post it.
I saw.
She did?
Well, no, she did. She did.
Oh,
She did like 2 or 3 I saw, and they were nice.
I'm not in any of those.
No, but I knew you were there.
That one of you rubbing your eye now makes sense.
Exactly. I didn't understand it either.
Again. Posting pictures. The audience doesn't know what we're talking about, so.
Well, I mean, the audience never knows anything that we're talking about, honestly.
Oh, that explains.
So does the negativity, you know? That's another good one, too.
Yeah, I'm the only one that's negative.
Really?
Oh boy. So, what else? Talk about, fellas.
What's that, bud?
I said, what else do we have to talk about, fellas?
Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you because it broke. You broke over a second. That's why I was saying that. I don't know, man. I wish I could go to Stash Gordon tonight. That'd have been nice, but I can't. Hopefully, it's a good turnout for Jack playing. He's opening up for the show, so that'd be kind of
Well,
cool.
that's good. That's right. I forgot he was doing that.
Yeah.
I was planning on going to that, but that was before I literally got in the door at 6 p.m. So I think if I leave the house, it's going to be to get food. And
Yeah, I don't blame you, dude. I told Jack hit me up, asked me if I was coming. I said, no, dude, I'm not gonna be able to make it because Caitlin works. She works till close tonight, so I gotta hang out with my kid all night and make sure he doesn't eat poison.
Poison.
He's actually taking his clothes off right now for some reason.
Yeah.
It's your
Start
fault.
early.
Yeah, but
That's what Charlie Sheen said.
yeah.
I saw he took a photo the other day in the Wayne position.
He did. He actually did. I was proud of him.
And I was curious if y'all taught him that position or if he just knew it because
no, that's what he does. He learned that on his own, dude. Like he'll fucking he just bends over and sticks his ass out.
Yeah. If no one knows what we're talking about, you can actually find it on the MHOG Facebook page. There's a picture of Wayne from when he was a small child. Ass and balls
to the world.
Out.
Is that not just kind of like borderline inappropriate photography?
Nah. I mean, that was taken in the fucking early 80s, maybe late 70s. My opinion.
So we're talking about it 25 years after it happened. This is what I'm talking about, people.
I'm saying this isn't, but that isn't. It's not like Wayne only did it the one time.
No, I still do it today.
Oh wow.
Do you have a single friend who hasn't seen your balls? That's a no.
Yeah, probably the guys from Black Creole haven't yet. But
oh well, you need to invite them over and they can come and see your balls and
But can you actually ask them to do that, or is that just sexual harassment?
Yeah, I'd be like, hey guys, would y'all want to come by? Because I'm going to show you all my balls. No, if I'm going to do that, I'm just going to send them a surprise text message.
No, then that's sexual harassment.
That's true. It would be.
So you can't do anything anymore that's fun.
That's terrible. We can't play the ball game.
What, like touch the genitals of Black Creole? Yeah, we can't do that.
No, you can't touch the genitals of Black Creole anyway because they're like underage.
Are they?
No.
I didn't think so. I mean, 2 of them got into the bar, so I hope not.
That's what you're worried about? The ball picks are dead, but the getting into the bar is the problem.
Yeah, he's like, oh fuck, we gotta get him in there.
I don't want to go to.
Jeez. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, guys, I'm gonna have to cut this short because my son is actually needing to go be changed, so I'm gonna have to go do that.
That's fine. I think it's a good little run right now.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Adam's tired from his drive.
Right. He's got to get some food and take a rest, man.
And get that gnat out of his eye. Bet you didn't see that coming, did you, Adam?
What? That joke or the gnat?
Rum, I don't know whether I want to hug you or punch you in the vagina.
A little bit of both.
You've got 2 to choose from.
Wait, you have 2 vaginas?
Yes!
You got 1 in each jar.
Oh! And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for joining us on this wild ride. I am your host, Wayne.
I am sorry I'm so unprepared, but it's been a long day.
And I'm the RumGuy.
And remember, ladies and gentlemen, to keep it! Oh, yeah!
That's it.
Get the fuck